Hey, I'm frustrated. Are you frustrated? Yeah, we're all frustrated. Mavs just lost to the Cavs. Of course, the shot that beat them was the 60-foot heave from Max Strus as the buzzer sounded. That's okay. You're going to lose to a shot like that. That kind of miracle shot happens. I have this whole script written out, and I'm just I guess flustered is the nicest, most appropriate and Christian way to say it. I am upset at this game. I'm upset by coaching decisions. I'm upset by some whistles, and I'm normally not that guy. Everyone knows that guy or follows that guy or those people online that always blame the refs, always blame the refs. It's always the refs' fault. Their house to get us. My timeline is flooded with the conspiracy. The refs were betting on the Cavs. The refs are always out to get us because of Cuban. There may be something there, at least from the past. We know there's something there. But man, tonight it seemed strange. The kind of the imbalance of some of the calls was not great. Not great. Now the Cavs only shot 3 more free throws than we got, but it was about the calls themselves, right? There were just strange calls that you're like, how is that a foul on that Mav player? Or how is that not a foul on that Cav player? There was a corner 3 that Luka hit Josh Green on, and there seemed to be pretty significant contact. Now, Josh may have, exaggerated a little bit, but nonetheless, it seemed like the contact was legitimate. And I only saw it from one angle. So there's the caveat, right? I only saw it from one angle, but from the angle they showed on the telecast, it seemed like Josh got smacked taking this 3. And of course, the 3's a miss, and the Cavs, get the rebound and push the ball. Luka was freaking out about that foul not being called for Josh. There's another game where Luka gets a tech. So let me organize my thoughts real quick because I'm rambling, okay? The first half was kind of exciting. Max Strus goes nuts in the second half mostly. I loved the energy of Josh Green in this game. If you don't hear anyone else say that, I love the energy of Josh Green in this game. He played just under 30 minutes tonight. He didn't shoot well. He only hit 1 3 out of 5 attempts, but he got 4 steals. He only got 7 points, and his plus minus is ugly. He's a minus 11. So bad things were out there happening when he was on the court. But man, I loved his energy. I like what he brings when he's aggressive, when he's going after it. This was one of, if not the best, PJ Washington game as a Mav. Guys, listen, I am fuming over this loss. We got something in PJ Washington. We got something there. If you don't hear anyone else say that tonight, hear me say it. We got something in PJ Washington. He went for 11 tonight, 5 for 8 from the field. Really nice shot selection. Only went 1 for 3 from 3. 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals and a block. Only 2 fouls. He was a plus 17, the largest plus minus. Once again, single game plus minus is a crazy stat. But it just means that good things were happening when he was on the court, right? The team was overwhelmingly winning when PJ was on the court tonight. He doesn't need to get all the credit for that, but he was certainly a contributing factor to that. I really like what I see in PJ Washington. I think he has the makings of a serious playoff basketball player. He's long. His feet move quickly. I love the pairing with him and one of the other bigs, whether it's Maxey and he have some interesting stats as a combo. I like the pairing of PJ and Derek Lively. I really like what we're getting in PJ Washington. What he adds defensively, the classic generic statement, often doesn't show up in a box score, but it's true. Like, he just pushes players into uncomfortable spots. I really like it. In addition to obviously, getting 3 steals tonight, all that kind of stuff. That does show up in a box score. He had the huge bucket with just 5 seconds remaining in the game to put the Mavs up. Luka made that sweet pass. Obviously, I haven't talked about Kyrie and Luka. Kyrie went off 12 for 24, put up 30 points, grabbed 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Got a steal, got a block. Luke, Kyrie gets blocks. It's just so funny to me. So Kyrie had a solid game. Played just under 39 minutes. Played 38-49. Luka, though, was really, of course, it's always him. It's always him, right? He went for 45 tonight on insane efficiency. 17 from 29 from the field. 6 of 11 from 3, hit all 5 of his free throws. That's right. Luka Doncic only had 5 free throw attempts in this game when I'm pretty sure he could have had like 12. And we would have been like, yeah, he deserved all those. 9 rebounds, 14 assists on only 1 turnover. Catch that. That stat may have slipped by. 14 assists, making huge passes, only 1 turnover. And then once again, Luka got 3 steals. Oh my gosh, is he SGA? All those steals. Like, steals are the most important statistic in the game now, right? Okay. But Luka was insane. He was incredible. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there, the box score doesn't tell you what he actually did. He allowed Max Strus to just step into threes. And I don't understand why he's out there to ever guard anybody. He's a poor defender. He's a terrible team defender. And he is a terrible man defender. I just don't understand. I don't get it. He's athletic and he's quick, but he has no awareness. He has no game awareness. He even got a block tonight, so good job, Timmy. But played 26 minutes, and in my opinion, that's at least 6 to 8 minutes too many for what he brings to this team and how he impacts our ability to defend. Gafford tonight, man. Whoa, Gafford only less than 7 minutes tonight, and it was the right call. Only just wasn't productive. Just didn't seem to be adding anything to the game. Derek Jones still seems lost. Maxi Kleber played 26 minutes and was, decent. Not awesome, not terrible. He stretches the floor for the big, right? But didn't do anything exceptional tonight. Once again, only took 3 shots. If he's going to be out there and he's going to stretch the floor, we got to have him taking more than 3 shots, right? Derek Lively, in his 22 minutes, was 4 for 4 from the field. Got to get better at those free throws, D-Live. 1 for 4 from the stripe. Not good enough. 6 rebounds in those 22 minutes. Couple blocks. And just was impactful. So 9 points, 6 rebounds, 22 minutes, couple blocks. But just he's so impactful defensively. I love watching him make guards change their minds about coming into the paint and putting up a shot. Like multiple times, and if you follow me on Twitter, I'm assuming that's how you know about me. But if there's multiple times where a guard will attack and then just think twice and just pull up their dribble or kick it back out or something like that. They just don't want to take him on. Like, he's great at positioning. It seems like he's got this sort of preternatural ability to just not pick up fouls. Yeah, 22 minutes, 2 blocks, only 1 foul tonight. He just has that insane verticality, right? Seems like he's learning that. I love his touch around the rim. Not everything has to be a dunk. Of course, the dunks are wonderful, but not everything has to be a dunk. But man, I just love that kid. I want to see him getting more minutes. It does seem like Kidd, now that Maxey is healthy, is leaning a lot on Maxey. I would like to see a few more of those minutes going to D-Live, just because he gives the defense something that they know they have to think about, right? They have to think about D-Live on that pick and roll with Kyrie or Luka. They have to. And when it's Maxey out there, all they know is like, okay, we got to watch Maxey from getting an incredibly wide open 3. We don't want to let him get just a wide open 3. But often I think they're probably okay with giving him that. I don't think anybody's okay with giving up lobs to D-Live. Like, he just adds a valuable wrinkle to our offense that defenses have to account for, right? Luka did pick up his 13th tech tonight. The refs, not just for the Mavs, right? The refs in this league, man, I feel like they all need to have a meeting or a sternly worded email from Captain Silver. He just needs to say, hey guys, this isn't about you. We need y'all to pull it back. Call the ones that are blatant, call the ones that are clear. But Luka made a layup and then kind of turned around and kind of faced the ref and, said like, blanking and one, but it wasn't that ugly. It wasn't, I guess if he says the magic F word, right, you automatically get a tech. I think that's kind of what I've heard in the past. So maybe that's just, a guarantee tech, but I could have seen it very easily for, one of the top 3 players in the league not getting a tech right there. And yet these refs did it. At one point, D-Live had an ice pack on his face. I had no idea what that was about. I missed it. Gafford, like I said, Gafford really is going to be a very productive third center or backup center if Maxey stays healthy, right? D-Live just seems to be a much more effective and productive player. He moves better. He slides his feet better. He passes better. He's shown really nice versatility and touch around the rim. I think Gafford's probably a better shot blocker at this point in their career, and Gafford may, I don't know that this is a guarantee, but he may handle the bigger, thicker guys better than D-Live does right now. But I like watching D-Live defend. I know you probably do too if you're listening to this. But so Gafford is going to be an incredibly valuable backup player. That I heard a few people say, is Gafford going to challenge D-Live for that starting role or for the majority, the lion's share of the center minutes? Absolutely not. It's very clear. Kid is sending a clear message that this is Maxey and D-Live's center position. And if Gafford's not out there dominating, he's probably going to be the third man, which might stink a little bit. Yeah, just my closing thoughts are this game was not lost in the final 5 seconds where Max Strus heaves that 60-foot, shot. This game was lost in the little things. It was lost in a stubborn determination to put THJ out there for another 26 minutes. And I heard my buddy Nick Van Engstad saying well, he is pulling his minutes down. He used to play 30 minutes, and I love Nick, and he's the man. But Tim Hardaway getting 26 minutes is still too much. Still too much. If he's not shooting well, right? If he's not going to be hitting, if he's not going to be aggressive, if he's going to be out there to do anything but catch and shoot, he should be getting 20 minutes or less. And I'm sure Kid's thinking we're going to play him through this slump and he'll catch fire and he'll help us win. And what I would just say is, Tim Hardaway's been in the league for 10 seasons. We know who he is. He's not the guy who's going to stay hot and show up for you in the biggest moments. He may do it in a moment, in a game. He may win you a game. He's had some good playoff moments for the Mavericks. But he's also had just these atrocious moments of basically having no awareness on defense and then just incredibly frigid, cold, shooting extravaganzas where you're just lost. And he's just a wasted spot out there sometimes. So very, 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 very frustrated. If you are frustrated, you have a right to be. I feel like the refs gave some real home cooking to the Cavs. And you know what? As a lifelong NBA fan, I'm kind of okay, if home cooking's a thing, sure. But let us get the home cooking too. When it's on our home court, let us get the home cooking too. Let there be discernible, oh, we got home cooking tonight. Great. And I just, oh man, I'm trying not to be sour grapes guy. Once again, let's look on the silver linings. PJ Washington is going to be a legit contributor to this team's winning. His defense, his length, his switchability is just there. And tonight he was good. We got to get him hitting those threes. Kind of pull him out of the bad habits of the last year or so, right? In Charlotte, we got to let him recover his three-point touch because he had it in the early couple seasons of his career. D-Live is just going to be a player, man. He's going to be so stinking good. In 2 seasons, D-Live is going to be so freaking dominant. And then, of course, keep Kyrie healthy, and he's going to do Kyrie things. And Luka Doncic is the best player in the world. Y'all have a good one. Good night.